What's up, family? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show, where we talk about everything from football to baseball to basketball to boxing. And oh yeah, can't forget about our dogs and gators.
You never know what you'll hear from KB and Steve-O, and you'll never know who you'll see stopping by to kick it with the guys.
So make sure you check us out live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Peace.
You know what I mean? I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A. You know what I mean? I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump.
My boy, you gotta take that one off the loop.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? This your boy K. Boy Steve-O with my boy KB here for the Toe2Toe Sports Show. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know what time it is. My boy, what's going on?
Oh, that's my fault. There you go. You know, I had some off time, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get right.
Long
Get my
trip.
thing going, man. I don't see my background, you know what I'm saying? Man, feel good to be back, bum boy.
Yeah, man. Long trip, man. I feel like
Man.
I'll see you in about 3 weeks, man.
Look, boy, Vegas, after that Vegas trip, boy, that's gonna put me down. You hear me?
Hey, bro, it was extremely cold. We ain't even get to talk about Vegas, but it was extremely cold out in Vegas, my boy. We wasn't expecting that. I kind of looked at the weather, um, but yeah. That cold out there was unexpected. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You couldn't
that
really get out.
65 degrees different.
Didn't really want to do too much. You want to sit in and, you know what I'm saying, just kick it, man. But no, good time, man. Great time. Got to plan the next trip, man. Plan it out right. Either I got to come to Dallas, or you gonna have to come out today, and we can make this thing happen
For
and do it
sure, for
again,
sure, for
man.
sure.
But yeah, bowl season. You guys already got your bowl game in, got your bowl week.
Indeed. Got that dub out of end of season, 8 wins. You know what I'm saying? With the schedule we had in the season with 8 wins, 4 game winning streak, I want to say. Beating multiple ranked teams. Um, I would say the best performance in the state, you know, as far as bowls and winning against ranked teams. You know what I'm saying? We didn't rank the highest, but our resume probably definitely looked better than everybody else's. Shout out to Miami and FIU and FSU.
Yeah. I agree. Wasn't expecting you guys to go bowling this year. Wasn't expecting for you guys to really get but by 4, maybe 5 wins at most. But the University of Florida did actually have a positive season, and man, it had a season that I think it could springboard you into some better things. It just depends on if Billy get out of his own way. You know what I mean? Billy has to get out of his own way. It's never been about the off season for you guys. It's never really been about recruiting. You guys are one of the schools that I feel like can actually recruit itself. When you're doing good, kids want to go to Florida. It's a fun school, man. Fun color. You got the Gator theme. Can't hate on it. I don't like it, but when you guys are winning and you guys get it right, it's like the rest of the nation. It's like Texas. It's like Alabama. It's like Georgia. It's like Ohio State. When it gets right, it can really get going. So I'm hoping this is a mistake by bringing Billy back. I pray it is. I hope that he revert back to his old ways the previous year before this, and everything just falls to shit. And you guys kind of have like a Florida State type season next year. That's my hopes and prayers. But
Nah, man.
realistically, with the quarterback you got and the pieces that you guys have the potential to bring in around the quarterback, it might be a pretty good start for Billy. A start of something special at Florida. Now, will it ever get to the point where you can kind of catch up to Georgia? I don't know. Kirby's
I
putting
don't
put
know,
that
man.
thing out there. You know what I mean? He built a little bit of distance, but it just depends on recruiting, man. And I think that's always going to be the key, regardless of what you do in college football. Your success is going to come from recruiting. The portal, I think, can get you certain places, but it won't get you to where ultimately you're building a program that's a machine. And that's what
Hey
you want.
man.
You want a program that's a machine. You want a program that's putting out college, uh, putting out pros that go on and do good things in the NFL, but you also want to put out a productive system as well that gets you to a bowl game, gets you to some wins, gets you to conference championships and things like that. So,
I mean,
um,
I think it's I think we're you're looking good as far as where we are. You know what I'm saying? UGA has
it is funny,
as
ain't it,
far as
Zach?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They've been recruiting great, but as we see the recruiting doesn't guarantee it helps out a lot. Some of these 5 stars, I think what we're seeing now, especially when you look at the cooks and the guys that are coming out as 5 stars, 5 star doesn't equate to a difference in talent like it used to. Them 5 stars and
Yeah,
four
true,
stars
for sure.
are super close. And some three, especially old linemen, 3 stars, like you know, we got guys that are 3 stars, 2 stars that were all American. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jake
Yeah.
Slaughter, got his brick. But we got guys. Well, the college has guys that are just unranked. They don't always go to all the camps. They don't play
Look,
all the games.
look at your boy
So
Lad McConkey. They talked about him, how he didn't have but 2 offers before Kirby just saw a film of him and made him an offer. But Lad McConkey's now he in the NFL. He might be top
right,
five, might be top 10, definitely top 10, I think. But the boy might be top five, even on his rookie season, getting ready to break all these records. Um, and I
I
think
think
that
it's.
helps these
Oh, go
schools,
ahead.
and they my fault. I think they help these schools, man, who you have a stigmatism about them, not stigmatism, or a narrative about them like Georgia, like, oh, wide receivers can't come from Georgia. But if you look at Lad McConkey, you look at guys like Miko Hartman, I think that type of stuff, those type of stories help your school. And I think that looking at some of those guys, like you said, to be unranked and guys that are 2 star, 3 star guys, they come in and next thing you know, they stars. So it's
I
not
think
always about the stars, man. Stars ain't gonna
yeah,
always tell
it's
the
not.
story.
And I think it's now looking at it with NIL and everything, how it is, and
That
the
too.
portal. I think it's more impressive. Like bringing in a top 5, top 10 class is you know what I'm saying impressive. Keeping that class together for
Woo.
2 3 years is even more impressive. So I think like giving a shout out to Billy, the classes are relatively together. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a guy here or there that go out, especially guys that were walk-ons or whatever. But for the most part, Billy's kept his core together, which is extremely impressive. Like, however he's doing it, whatever juice he has these guys drinking is great. And then we're recruiting very well. We have the most 5 star. We got 2 5 star receivers in this record in this class, which we're the only school in the nation that has it this year. And we have 7 guys playing in the Under Armour game this week, and that's the most out of any school as well. So I think you're seeing the trajectory. Like you see the FSU, they went from high to low real quick. Same thing kind of with Miami. They went from like high, like, oh, it's all about the recruiting, and it's not lasting. It's not providing with the results you're expecting. And you're seeing Florida that slow. You want to see progression. Anything that's too extreme one way or the other, it's kind of like a,
Yeah,
what
it's
can you
like a roller
expect?
coaster.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but when you're steadily growing, I like that. So shout out to Billy, shout out to the teams, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
shout out to our guys playing this
Successful
week.
season for Florida.
Yes.
Definitely was a successful season. Like I said again, I had to pay up on the bet because I didn't think that
Yay.
you guys were going to be able to do it. So it is what it is.
Shout out to
Um,
Marcus who paid his bet too. It took some coercing, but he paid his bet.
hey man, yeah. So yeah, we'll see, man. Do you make the 16-team college football playoff that we're predicting they're going to have next year?
I don't think they're gonna go 16. If anything, they may go to 8.
I wish they would, but I think they're going to go to 16. I think they're going. I really do.
Man,
I think that they're going to change it. I don't want them to,
that's
but I think
disgusting.
they're going to change it, bro. I really do. I really do.
It'll make bowls more important, but
Ooh, we're gonna
you
talk
still
about
see
it.
guys leaving
We're gonna talk
that
about
are
it, Zach.
championship quality game. Like you have guys leaving UGA, Texas, Ohio's like it makes no sense to me
So
unless
it's a
you
lot of
know
stuff
that you're
probably
going to hit the
behind the
portal.
scenes, man. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
unless you
stuff
know you're
behind the
not going to be
scenes.
bought back, and the
These
portal
kids,
window is now.
these kids so sensitive too, bro.
But I also look at it as like if you're looking to get the big payday, you want to go in the first wave because now it's like they're thirsty and they want you. Now the second wave is going to be like, okay, do we need another DB? And you might be left out the drive if you go in the
I
second
think
second
I
part.
think these kids and I think that might be part of the problem. But you got these kids that are chasing bags, but you ain't going to a good situation. Look at Bear Alexander. He was the number one recruit in the nation, and you went to USC. You was at Georgia. You want to come from the coaching. You wanted to see what Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter did. You trying to follow in those footsteps. That's what you said. Then
Right.
USC come with a big bag. I don't blame you for taking the big bag. Never will. I believe in capitalism. Get paid. Get your money. But don't do it at the sacrifice of your career or your sacrifice of your potential of what you could have been, because now you out here in the wind again. You looking for another payday?
Yeah, he got it from Oregon. He got it from Oregon. The same thing with Jared, the guy Jared, the D tackle.
Yeah,
They
they'll have
played
another
this
one.
thing when he popped all his stuff about picking Georgia over Florida, and now you're in the portal looking for a
Going
home.
to USC. Say he can
Oh
come
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
bag.
yeah.
So
So
again,
it's crazy.
maybe it's a situation where they feel like they can get the bag, go to what school they need to, see what they need to see for a year,
Facts.
go somewhere, take the bag, and then I'm gonna go jump back to the assistant coach like a Dan Lanning. You know what I mean? In Bear Alexander, I'm gonna go jump back to Dan Lanning who brought me in. Glenn Schumann probably gonna be a coach somewhere, so your boy Jahal can jump to Glenn Schumann after he's got his bag at USC. Now, if you're strategic with it and you got it all planned, hey, do your thing, run it up. But
Right.
some of these guys, man, I don't really see I don't really see it's gonna work out like that. Yeah, man, 12 teams playoffs is really the first round was real disappointing. I'm hoping the second round will be better. I don't have an issue with the 12 round playoff. I have an issue with the seeding and how they did the seeding and the number one seed
Yeah.
and the home games. And I'm cool with
You
all
can't
that. Cool
put
with
you
all
can't say you got the 12 best teams, but you're bringing in guys because they won the conference champion and they're like number 19. Clemson shouldn't have been in. Period. I don't think the automatic bid. I get the automatic bid to try to save some conferences like the Big 12 guys and stuff. But at the end of the day, like either you picking the best 12
that.
or you're not. If you're picking the best 12, that Miami should have been it per their
I think
record.
I think you should pick the top eight regardless of record, and then use those other factors as far as conference championships and things like that to maybe fill in that back four. But don't
They
have.
did, and they look
I
crazy.
mean, they did, but don't have Tennessee going up to Ohio State when we knew Tennessee wasn't one of the top SEC teams. To me, I think an Ole Miss would have been better than Tennessee. I think Alabama would have been a better than Tennessee. I mean, because on paper they had a better record. So you're gonna say no, you can't say that. But a lot of people wanted to keep Bama out. But look at all the teams that have played that Bama probably would have been a better game then. You know what I mean? I know it's big bad Bama, and don't nobody want to hear that. But I'm just saying, Bama, Ole Miss, Bama. There's a couple of teams that I feel like would have been better than Clemson. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, UGA. Speaking of UGA and the Dogs in the SEC, you got UGA versus Notre Dame. Um, I'm never going to a game saying I'm not worried because I always am, unless we play in Florida. I ain't never worried about y'all. But
You better be.
if I'm going,
You
if
better
we're
be.
going into this game and we're just talking about talent wise, I think UGA is probably the way more talented team, but missing the quarterback is huge. I'm not gonna lie. You got a Gunner Stockton who,
He
uh,
is out.
yeah, Beck is gone. You got a backup quarter. You got to win this thing with a backup quarterback. Now, as Hollywood likes to do, we've seen a lot of scripts rewritten and reused. A lot of people don't remember Stetson Bennett was a backup quarterback. He came in for JT Daniels when he got hurt. And I think he might have came in for Jake Fromm when Jake Fromm got knocked out of the game. I'm not mistaken. But I'm not saying that Gunnar Stockton is going to be Stetson Bennett. I think in this matchup, your defense can really shut down what Notre Dame does best, and that's run the ball. Notre Dame is a running team. They're a run first team. They got a first round running back, I think. But Georgia has a better defensive line. Our defensive linemen, outweigh their offensive linemen, I think, by like 30, 40 pounds on average. So I'm
Yes.
not really worried about it when it comes to the trenches. My fear, my worry when it comes to Georgia's special teams and offense starting real slow. Offense can't keep starting so slow in these games with the third quarter when y'all want to score a touchdown, or it's the third quarter when you guys want to pick it up. I think with Gunnar Stockton though, it brings a different type of offense as well, where you're gonna have quarterback design runs and you're gonna have stuff like that that now you have to account for if you're Notre Dame. Whereas Carson Beck was mobile, but you wouldn't worry about Carson Beck beating you with his legs. Whereas Gunnar Stockton is a natural runner. So we'll see, man. Be a good game. I always hate we got to play New Year's Eve at 8 o'clock, so that means at midnight my midnight or my New Year's gonna come in good or bad one way or the other. So this is like the second or third time Georgia's had to play on New Year's. And last
Yeah.
time you remember Ohio State missed that kick with the clock going to midnight. As the clock struck midnight,
They
Ohio
missed
State
a kick. What side?
wide left,
Mm.
wide left.
Wide left, boy. That thing
Man,
did something to my soul.
man, you gotta leave the boys alone. Man, the boy gonna get tired. You talking shit.
Wide left. Jesus,
Uh,
boy. Shout
what
out to
games in the
Ohio State
second
fans.
round gonna actually be good? I want to see Ohio State and Oregon. That's one of the teams one of the games I definitely look forward to. I
Ooh.
hate it's this early. I felt like this should be a game in the next round. You know what I mean? But to get this game, I definitely
Rematch.
we'll put your money where your mouth is. Now you say Notre Dame win. Don't come on here talking with your chest and you ain't gonna bring your wallet. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't come on here talking with your chest if you ain't gonna bring your checkbook with
Hey,
you. But now, Notre Dame. I mean, Oregon versus Ohio State,
that's gonna be
round two.
good.
I think Ohio State might get this one, bro. They humming right now. You know what I mean? I ain't saying Oregon not. I just don't know if Oregon that offense Ohio State got, bro. When it's clicking, you probably talking about the best offense in the nation, probably one of the best all time. With the two wide receivers, the three wide, they three deep, four deep at wide receivers.
There.
With
I'm
being led by a freshman.
the only issue they have is their quarterback. If he's
Yeah, he
on
got
or
to
off.
be on, bro. He got to be on. You can't have no more of the Michigan games. You can't do that. You can't have no games like that right now, bro. You gonna get Ryan Day fired.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You got the most expensive roster in college football, bro. If you go and you lose to Oregon and you lost to Michigan this year, the only highlight of your season is a bowl win over Tennessee.
Hey man, be careful when Kirk Herbstreit coming at us.
You right. You see how he did Shannon Sharp.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we'll see another game in the bowl that might be good. What we got? Arizona State versus Texas. Is that what
Yep.
that is?
Arizona
Texas,
State versus Texas.
Texas by 20.
Man,
It'll be another example
shout
of.
out shout out to Arizona State, the story.
Don't get me wrong. Great
Dillingham, whatever
story.
his
They
name.
coached from FSU offensive coordinator went back to his alma mater. Now he get them to the college football playoff. Got them a bye week. Pac-12 champions. The story sounds good. I just think Steve
Yeah.
Sarkisian is on the. He gonna be too pissed off, and Quentin Ewers. Quentin Ewers has a chance to either make himself some money or lose himself some money. Are you the third best quarterback going into the draft or not?
Right. Man, you was if beginning of the season, Texas was my pick to win it all. And
Everybody, a
man,
lot of people pick Texas.
it looked like they are struggling to play him. They don't it really seemed like they really don't want to play him. They really want to play Arch.
Arch,
If you was man, he gotta go next year. If he come back, he hitting the portal. I mean, I know he's declared, but you know.
yeah, he gotta go. Archie ain't gonna sit there. Archie's gonna leave. You'll see Archie take a. You know, we've been calling. Bet gone. So we've been
Arch
calling.
Ohio. If you go to Ohio, you need to go to Ohio State.
I don't think he want to go to the north. I think his family's in the south. I think he wants to stay where his family is. Archie is older. The original Archie and their mama them are older. I don't think they really want to do all that up north in that coldness. I think Archie would consider Georgia. Uh, I don't think Miami his type of flavor. That ain't what he gonna do. I
Mm-mm.
think Georgia will be in the mix though. But I like with the quarterback room we got with Gunnar Stockton, your boy Rashada. They said he been looking pretty good in these bowl practices. We got the old boy Ryan.
He playing
Ryan.
against the fourth team.
Well, yes, it's true. But you still got to make the throws. You know that. You know how it goes. Don't forget.
Yeah,
Chill out.
shout out to
Chill
DJ,
out. Chill out.
All-American freshman.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Archie does seem like the better quarterback. I think he just doesn't have the experience. I think that does matter too. You don't want to put Archie in there. I think that's why they kept him out versus Georgia. I don't know why. I would have played him a lot more. He's a lot more mobile, kind of like a Gunnar Stockton, Carson Beck situation. When you have a quarterback that has the ability to run or to at least have the threat of a run, it just gives the defense something else to worry about. And Archie, I think, would have presented that. But I think Quentin Ewers just knew the offense. He knew what Sarkisian wanted. He knew, how to make the checks and the calls. Because we're not in practice. We don't know if Archie know how to make checks at the line of scrimmage. We don't know how he know how to get into the right play based off what the defense showing him. I think a lot of people don't realize there's a lot more to it than just going out there and throwing the damn ball.
That's a fact.
You got to be able to change the offensive line, man. The protections, the running plays, the left, the rights. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of nuances that go into the quarterback position. And I think a lot of people talk about Justin Fields at his time at Georgia. He had a problem with that stuff. Now, is it because you don't have the time or the ability to coach it up because you have somebody else in front of him? Yeah, probably. But at the same time, if you're a fast learner, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it just be a lot more to it. And watching this, I'm not sure if you watching these hard knocks with these quarterbacks, man, and how Joe Burrow have to go through his routine, and it's a lot going to that quarterback.
First of all, it's way too many hard knocks on TV.
Right now, that's something that's different, bro.
I'm like, what the hell?
Hard knock.
Like, geez, it's just like I looked it up and I'm like, it's the AFC North now, and it's mid-season, beginning of season, preseason. Look, bro, we get it. Y'all want this hard knocks thing to work. These teams do not want to do this shit. We get it. Like,
because you're giving too much access, bro, at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
And you're looking crazy.
Too much access, but you giving these people access, and you giving people the insight into what's going on and how people thought processes work. And I think teams can scout that shit. I think you can use that to a scouting advantage to a certain extent to, make any type of vulnerability. You got to think, man, the NFL is $1 billion business. You don't think they got little scouts and people out there just watching these teams and watching players and watching what's going on? And
it makes your front office look crazy. Like the Giants, like we saw you fumble Saquon in real time.
Oh, good God, man.
Like,
listen, I think they'll fumble this pick. I think the Giants will mess around and win this game today. I'm telling you this. Watch what I'm telling you. The Giants will win one of these next two games. And
the Raiders need to lose both.
But y'all should.
We need to lose.
If you don't start Desmond Ridder, you ain't trying to lose.
We need to be like, look, guys, there's no benefits in us winning. Ain't nobody getting no bonus.
Did you see the reports last night, though? Anthony Pierce is already fired. Pierce is already
fired. They fired him?
Well, they're saying that he's after the season, they haven't said it yet, but yeah, he's going to get fired. Yeah.
Oh, bring prime time to Vegas, baby.
You, bro, listen. Oh man, so let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Miami situation. Let's look at some things from this Miami situation anyway.
Ooh, it's my favorite part of the show right there.
Let's see.
Between quarters, not just pushing it 7, but Marquise Lightfoot, number 12.
Culture.
Forget about the shoving. I'm throwing. He took one, and then he tried to deliver a couple to Simeon Barrow. First team all-conference.
Do more passes than you know what I'm saying, Cam Ward second half, man.
Yeah, man. Is it a cultural issue?
Hey, I think it is. At the end of the day, I don't think that you can sell the culture and then have guys fighting on the sideline after your star quarterback has elected to sit out the second half and your team fall apart. Like, it looked like a circus on the Miami sideline. You got old Booger Sugar, Michael Irvin over there going crazy, Mario stomping in his loafers, them throwing punches, folks barely trying to break it up. I'm like, what are you fighting about? Like, it's a tight game in a bowl. Like,
and then listen, look what bowl they in. Look what bowl we talking about.
These two teams with unfinished business, and then Pop-Tart wanting to go down in flames as the.
So y'all in the Pop-Tart
Hey,
bowl. It's supposed to be
that man said,
shits and giggles and laughs and it's the
Oh.
Pop-Tart bowl, baby. You talk about Pop-Tarts, you think about breakfast and kids and joyousness and
them boys
fun
is throwing
stuff,
up
bro.
Pop-Tarts at the end of the game.
Bro, they got sprinkles on the goddamn side. They had
Hey.
sprinkles on the side. How are you fighting with sprinkles on the sideline?
I don't know, but I was told that the Pop-Tart Bowl is the most prestigious bowl outside of the CFP.
That trophy looked good, though. They had the
Right? It's a real toaster. It's a real toaster. It worked. You can't make that up.
The ACC as a whole, bro, is 1-9 in bowls.
With 3 games left.
With 3 games left. I know a lot of people that Miami should have been in. Oh, Miami should have been in. Miami should have been in. Miami got hosed. No. And I think this proves why. Like, you guys have played in 9 bowls, 10 bowls, and won 1. The ACC is probably the weakest conference of the Power 5 at this point.
You talk about 10 bowls and 1-1. That's Miami bowl record in the last, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
you
crazy.
You expected more. You expected a whole lot more, especially with them being so adamant about them should have been in the CFP and how they would, deserve that shot to get a chance. Like they had lost 2 games and other 2 lost teams. Yada. A whole bunch of excuses and reasons why they gave us that they should have been in the bowl season. Just like FSU last year, same thing. Should have been in the bowl. We the conference champions. Yada yada yada. You go to a bowl game against Iowa State. Iowa State, granted, is a 9-win team. Can't take that away from them. But their 9 wins, just like Miami's, 9 or 10 wins, came against
10 wins. They got 10.
Every unranked team in their conference.
Not one ranked win.
Not one ranked.
Lagway got more ranked wins than Cam Ward. Ain't that something?
Then we go into the game. It's tied up at half, or they up at half, whatever.
Miami was up by 1.
Miami up at halftime. Going to the half, thinking that okay, they're gonna come out. Cam Ward gonna go crazy. They're gonna win this game, kind of pull away. And lo and behold, Cam Ward ass don't even come out the locker room to play. He ain't dressed to play. He ain't got his helmet. No, he had his uniform on. I'll take that back. He still had his stuff on. He just didn't have his helmet in hand. Sitting on the sideline, clapping it up. So
I get it,
you got,
but I don't.
So it got to be an obligation for him to play in the bowl game because of NIL now, which I'm pretty sure something says you want to get your full amount paid. You got to play in every game that you're eligible to play in. I wouldn't pay you if I'm not making you play in every game. Then you go pull a stunt like, okay, I'll play, but I ain't gonna play the second half. But what's the difference between the risk in the first half? Is it more risky in the second half to get hurt, or?
Man, it's just okay. So I look at it from both sides, right? From Cam Ward's side, his camp, you want to break the record. He has a record for the most touchdowns in D1 history right now. It's 136 or something like that. I don't know how many actually contributed from Miami, but he got it as far as D1, which you broke the record. Cool. But when you're preaching culture all week and you're preaching leadership and you're preaching all these things, playing in one half of a game, and it didn't seem like they were prepared in the second half for him not to play. Like, it didn't seem like that was the plan all week. Like, okay, Cam, we're going to play the first half. Let's get Emory the majority of the snaps this week or these 2 weeks, whatever. It didn't seem like that. It seemed like it was Cam Ward's show, and then he was like, yo, I'm done. I'm not playing the second half. And Emory came out to play the second half. They just looked totally discombobulated, like from play calling to execution. So that's one thing. It looked crazy. Then Cam Ward, the reason you're playing super selfish. Whether it's NIL or the record, that's cool. finish the game, fam. Like, you can play and protect yourself. Like, you don't have to. He plays to protect himself. He doesn't leave himself out there for hits. He doesn't do anything crazy. He doesn't try to run people over. He plays relatively safe. They're playing behind the O line. Well, they did give up sacks, but he's relatively unscathed. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes in games, finish the season, bro. Like, don't. And then you're watching your team lose. It's just, it was just bad, man. Like, culturally, and the team, like, everything that Mario and them was preaching that week looked the opposite. You're fighting on the sideline. Your star quarterback quit halftime just because so he can get his record. That's crazy. Now, Malik Neighbors did it at LSU, but I think it's different when it's just a wide receiver versus a court. Like, when the drop off between QB1 and QB2 is so extreme. Like, don't do that, bro. You're the leader of the team.
Yeah, it's not a good look to me. I'm really curious about how the executives may look at it. I don't think it'll hurt his draft stock. Probably not. I mean, at this point, if you can play, you can throw the ball. We don't care about what you did in college in the last game of college. But it does, I think, speak to the leadership and speak to Miami as far as cultural wise.
What's up, dude?
Because you out there with your brothers, man. You out there with your people. You out there battling. You out there fighting, and you're in the middle of the game. You know, it's not like the game is out of reach. It's not like the game is
Colorado
so far ahead. Yeah, you guys ain't up by 30, or you guys not down by 20. Then I could probably understand kind of making some of those decisions. But to be in the thick of a game, in the middle of the game, and then your team comes out and they just completely struggle once you leave the game, and you're sitting on the sidelines just like clapping it. I'm like, bro, what do you think your teammates who out there battling and fighting feeling? JoJo was going off. I ain't know JoJo played second half.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get the money. Like, if I'm a team, if I'm Cam's camp, absolute fam. Okay, get the record. Maybe, honestly, don't even play. I prefer you not even play.
Right.
If you're gonna play, just play the whole game. It's not like he was getting beat up in the game. He didn't get sacked. He barely got touched. Even when he ran out of bounds, he wasn't getting touched. Like, come on, fam. Like, either play or don't play. But it definitely seemed like I don't put it on the players. The coaches don't have no. What are you going to do?
Yeah, if he say I ain't playing,
You're not going to come out, and Mario's not going to come out and shit on his quarterback that got him.
Mario said, hold on.
Okay.
I blame this season on me. I don't know how to coach inside 2 minutes. On top of that, Cam Ward quit on us, so I had no choice but to play Emory Williams, and he fucking sucks. So that comment about the trajectory of Miami program going up compared to the other two in-state programs was a complete lie. We are fucking cooked next year and cooked for the foreseeable future. As a program, we spent all of our money and went all in this season and have nothing to show but second place in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Man, I wish you could have posted those lives. The folks that were in those lives yesterday.
Bro, was going off. Bro, so y'all gonna make me have a stroke.
He said, I gotta watch Emory Williams throw another pick to a D lineman and have a stroke.
Bro, was going off.
Hey, they paid a lot of money. They got Martinez. They paid Cam Ward. You got some old linemen. You got DBs. Like, you went all in this year, and you had a record-breaking quarterback, and the most that got you was to the Pop-Tart Bowl, which is crazy. Like, the type of investment you paid to get that payout was not worth it. Yeah, and I think they are cooked. I mean, of course, that wasn't really Mario, but at the end of the day, the play calling was great all year. Remember, Miami was a top 5 offense, and then for it to just disappear, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then Mario being who he is, he proved everybody who he is. He did exactly what he does. And then it shows that, there's no depth for Miami. At the end of the day, that ranking at the end of the year is cool for Twitter talk and groups and stuff. But if you're not actually building these guys up and you're not developing these guys, you can't survive off the portal. The portal's there to supplement, to get a player or two, not to build a roster of juniors and seniors from the portal. It don't work. It don't work.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we've seen that with FSU. You know what I mean? You should use the portal to supplement for what you need in certain places, but that can't be your livelihood. That can't be your bloodline.
And ever since Mario said that trajectory speech, they've been down. They've been, pew, and Florida's going. Whoop. I'm just saying. So the trajectory is real against the other two teams. You see what it is. The school and the state come play for the big dogs. You get that badge, you get some J's. You know what I'm saying? You get a All-American line, All-American quarterback. Why not?
So yeah, they didn't know. Nobody knew overall. I don't think nobody knew. I think Cam pulled it at halftime, like, "Hey, y'all, good, let y'all know I'm done. I ain't playing." They probably like, "What?"
Right, bro.
Somebody
And
go
that's
grab
even
Emery.
worse. That's even worse. Emory Williams looked like he looked shook out there. And that doesn't show me that you prepared. They had 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
2.5 weeks.
Ball be about a month long, but they ain't played.
If so, you
They
telling me?
last loss to Syracuse was in end of November.
So you're telling me you had a month, pretty much? Yeah.
Like maybe 2-3 weeks, something like that. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you had time to prepare your quarterback.
Well,
If they knew,
prepared with the one that they thought they were gonna play.
exactly.
They probably
That's
had
terrible,
all kind of
man.
second half plays for Cam, but you can't call them same plays for certain people.
Terrible. Lagway would never.
Oh man, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, man, the boys had the last game last night. The last game with the Sanders
Together.
boys. Let's listen to what Coach Sanders had to say for his interview post pregame interview.
Coach, you just took your final walk with your sons. I can see you're getting emotional. What brings up the emotions?
The journey. The journey. It's been a tremendous, tumultuous journey. And we're making it. I'm sorry, this is tough. This is tough.
You told us yesterday that you can envision the journey. What are the things you're envisioning right now?
I'm seeing when they first put on the uniforms, when they first started. When I first started coaching them. The good, the bad, the indifference, the ups and downs. It's the journey. It's been a heck of a journey. And I'm thankful and I'm appreciative. I really am. I thank God for it.
Number 17.
I got to get it together. I got to coach. I got to get it together.
You will, Coach. I have all the confidence. Thanks so much for the time.
Hey, man, say what you want to say. A lot of people talk trash about Prime, but, bro, as a dad, as a father, myself,
yeah,
you see that, bro, ain't nothing like that moment. That's probably the high you can't get off no nothing, my boy. To be able to see your boys from the time they done played Pop Warner, little kids, from the time they were born, all the way up until now, you put these guys in position. And that's all you want to do as a dad, bro. Put your kids in position.
right.
Yeah, whether they win or lose, that's on them. But you just want to be able to say you put them in position to do something greater than you. And I think, bro, has done that, bro. For real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coach Prime is definitely one of the people I look up to when they talk about like fatherhood and being a dad, bro. Yeah, man, salute to them, boy. But as far as the game goes, they got their ass. Ooh, they got their
Boy,
ass.
they got demolished.
Oh, hell, Murphy.
I'm
like,
not
playing. Brigham Young was not playing with their
and
ass.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, and I'm not surprised at all.
Shit,
I
wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that level, but I mean, Colorado, if you take away Travis Hunter, and BYU has 2 good defensive ends. Like, them boys is giving Colorado work. But back to Prime, in that moment, man, like you said, being a father, like, ever since, like, if you remember when he had the reality show, them boys was Pop Warner, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Little League, and doing the walk up the sideline every game. Imagine doing that for over 15 years of just walk up the sideline with your son, having that moment, having that talk. You walk up talking like dad, the walk back is coach to player. Man, that last one, that like you're never going to walk that walk with your child again. Like people, I think when people look at stuff in life, period, oftentimes you don't realize that this is the last time you're going to do something ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the last time you're gonna play with your friends, the last time you're gonna whatever. This is the last time, realistically, you were going to walk with your sons up this sideline and back. Bruh, I don't know how he held it together. I would have been crying. I would have been boo-hooing, bro. Every week
Yeah.
of their
Yeah.
life, for the
Yeah.
most part,
Yeah, bro.
man, I would have
You've
been
been there.
broke,
You've been
bro.
there for every football moment.
I'd have
You've
been
been on the
broke.
sideline coaching him. Every time he done walked off the field, you've been able to look in his face, look in his eyes, talk to him, give him that speech. And yeah, this is the last time. The
And
last
it was
ride
good
for
to
the boy.
see him do it with because usually he just does it with Shador. It was good to see him do it with Shiloh. The older brother, Deion Jr., he was
He was
there.
out there with the
They all
camera.
had their
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Like, this is the last time. Y'all all are gonna be on the same sideline with the
Right.
same sweater on,
Right.
headsets and helmets.
Cause
Never
Dion might be
again.
in New York next year, he might be with the Raiders. Now the
I
rest
don't
of them
know,
he might
man.
not see, but Shador,
Yeah,
he
Shiloh,
might be.
Shiloh, Shiloh got a special team season or two in him. And then he done.
Shit, if that,
That
bro.
boy, that boy
Yeah.
is with barbecue chicken, like they say.
Yeah, bro. They were cooking his ass last night, bro.
Woo-wee.
And he couldn't thump. He wasn't tackling like you know what I'm saying, bro. You can't thump in the NFL, bro. He got big. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, you're not.
Brigham Young was ready last night, man. But I do like after the game, man. The coach and Dion had a moment. You know what I'm saying? Where they
Yeah,
embraced each other and laughed. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what you want to see. With no fights and all that stuff. I know. One game ended yesterday where somebody snatched somebody's towel and bite. It
NC
was
State and Eastern Carolina.
Woo, it was up. You know what I'm saying? It was up, bro. They were fighting. Then the coaches got into it. So yeah, man. The bowl season as a whole, man, is giving you pretty much everything you almost wanted, except for a good college football playoff game. But hopefully, this round of games will be better.
Seaton looked bad yesterday.
Yeah, man. So hopefully, man, we get it right, get it rolling. Way to end the night though. I think last night with Dion and his boys, and the only thing they missed was a victory. But I love the speech he gave afterwards. You know what I mean? Letting them know, man, you can't win everything. They got outplayed. You know, it is what it is. He didn't try to make any excuses or anything like that. So good win, man, for Brigham Young, BYU. Their program, nobody was really talking about them before the game. You know what I mean? It was all focused on Dion, Prime, Shador. He had the cleats on, showing where he wanted to go. You see, he got the New York Giant cleats last night that he displayed in the pregame. So we'll see if he can get to the Giants. There's a lot of teams with 2 and 3 wins right now, so don't know who's gonna be in that top spot. But New York is looking like it's gonna be them. So
Yeah. So what other games we got? We talked Texas, Arizona State, Ohio State, Penn State, and Boise State, right?
yeah, I expect for Penn State to go out there and do their work. I know Gentry's is a generational back, and yada yada yada, but I think Penn State may be again. It's discrepancies in the lines of scrimmage, my man. That's what
Hey,
wins the games and loses the games to me. When you got a Penn State now, Penn State, James Franklin, listen, they need this win. James Franklin
bad.
has been subpar and mediocre since he got there. He left Vanderbilt and was supposed to, be going to a situation where he had more resources where he could do bigger things, and he hasn't beat Ohio State. I don't think he beat Ohio State yet. I think they had that one year. There might have been that
Not
one year.
enough to remember.
Right. You know what I mean? It's been Ohio State, Michigan. You had Ohio State who's been in the college football playoff every year since existence, and then you got Michigan who won a
Mhm.
national championship. Penn State, you have to do something. Now you have Oregon in your division in your conference as well, and they coming in there like putting their feet on the couch. So I think James Franklin has definitely got to win this. He needs this win for his resume itself. Um, I think Penn State will get it done too, though.
I don't know, man. Boise State's defense is a lot better than um, people realize. It reminds me of the like a no-name defense, like when you think of um, what team was that? Not was the Texas? Or like the USC, you know, when USC's and the Texas, like when they won their national championships, you might have had one guy people knew, but for the most part, it wasn't no household names.
Yeah.
That's Boise State. Like they're collectively,
they got a running back that was damn near Heisman winner.
Right, but they got a safety who's leading the nation and tackles for loss and sacks for safety. I didn't even know that until I saw their previous game, and I was like, oh. No idea.
Yeah, same thing. We wouldn't be surprised either, Zach. For real, bro. I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't shock me. I don't have faith in James Franklin. I don't think James Franklin does good in big games. I think he get the coaching tight. His team plays tight in these big games like this. This is a typical James Franklin, I'll lose this game when I'm not supposed to type loss.
Absolutely. And I'm just glad that we're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're done, baby. At this time, it's just go ahead. Who we firing and who we hiring? At this point, like it's.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think this part of the season, these games, you want these games to be good. You want these games to be close. I just want Georgia to win. I don't care if they win by 100. I don't care if they win by 1. It don't matter. Just win and get to the next round, baby. And let's get to the championship.
Really don't know who's going to win. Like, I can't remember the last time where.
You don't know who's going to win. What?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, y'all got Gunnar Stockton. Yeah, he caught that team. Yeah, he caught them by surprise in that, you know what I'm saying, the SEC championship game. Yeah.
You mean you don't know who's going to win? What are you talking
I don't know, man. I don't know that Gunnar Stockton comes in and does something crazy. I don't know how many bubble screens you saying that now till Bobo to the second quarter and you firing Bobo.
But we going out there and doing God's work. We ain't worried about it.
Until Bobo gets his hands on the game. Hey man, like this game exactly. This game is going to be these games.
Our defense is going to win.
Potentially,
our defense is going to have to win these games for us. You're going to have a Texas-ish performance where you just shut down what they do best. That's what you're going to have to do. Our defense is going to. Kirby is going to have to put on the best defensive coaching show we've ever seen. And that's high to his standards. You know what I'm saying? You know, normally the defense is ready to rock. No, these defenses are going to have to play lights out. And you got the dogs to do it. No pun intended. Yeah. What?
That's a fact.
That's true.
That's a fact.
Listen, I was telling Miami fans weeks before they played Georgia Tech that Georgia Tech was going to clip them. I swear. They thought I was playing. They thought I was being funny. I told them if Haynes King, Georgia Tech's quarterback, played in that game, they were going to lose. And the Miami boys laughed at me, man. They talked all kind of stuff until it was like 15 seconds left and Georgia Tech was taking knees. And then it was like, oh, they only won because of such and such and such and such.
Yo, the fact they lost the Pop-Tart Bowl to Iowa State.
After losing to Syracuse, after losing to Georgia Tech, you lost 3 straight to the end of the season, my boy.
Man, that's tough. And you lost a recruiting battle.
I was about to say, and you didn't even get the top recruits out your state. You let LSU and Florida take the top 3 recruits out of the state of Florida, man. That's trash. Yeah, man. Miami ain't talking about that. Moving on, man.
It's great to be a Florida Gator, baby. That's all I got to say.
Man. We got a few more minutes. Let's talk about the young guy, Michael Penix Jr. Yes, sir.
Hey, look, that pick ain't as funny as it was when they did it.
A lot of people talking junk. A lot of people like, oh, Steve-O, what they doing? I said, but you just gotta watch. Arthur Blank told them folk, bro, we cannot go back to a situation. Imagine we didn't have Michael Penix Jr. and we only had Kirk Cousins right now. And he was the only person we had. Do you know how bad that would be, my boy? Like, come on, man. Michael Penix Jr., let's look at some of his throws from last week, first of all. Hold on. Let me finish putting this thing up. On my screen, this thing is this new system, Bill. You got to learn how to navigate this thing.
Yeah, man.
I don't even think we got them on here, dude. Oh, yeah,
we do.
And here it comes. Penix with a clean pocket, fires and finds Drake London for a first down into Giants territory.
Watch the location of the throw. That's buzzing excitedly about the news as to whether Penix would be the starter, and he fires a strike to Darnell Mooney. Penix with the blitz coming. It's picked up. He throws, finds Drake London. That's a first down to the Giant 35-yard line. And on first down, off the play fake, Penix. Fake, throws, finds Mooney on the run. Darnell Mooney down to the 30, 3rd and 6. 5-man pressure, Penix throws, Mooney open over the middle, and Mooney down near the 15-yard line. He did not have a catch on Monday. Penix, and the sideline he finds. Penix back to the air again, finds London, and London looking for a little help, and is down at the 7-yard line, short of the. Penix looking over the middle. He finds Drake London. London dancing around into the secondary and into Penix. Robinson up the sideline. Robinson slipping through Summers' grasp to get a couple of extra yards.
Nothing, boy. He's not got to be the most tripped up running back in the league. That boy can't get through nothing without tripping. Lord have mercy.
Penix, man, what you think about Penix Jr., man, last week? You got to see it up close and live and in person. No, we didn't play. We should have played him versus the Raiders, bro. That was the mistake that they made. I don't
Y'all
like
still won, but
his second game being against Washington.
I think Penix looked. I don't like his throwing motion. I don't like it. It looks very like mechanical, but I mean he's efficient. He gets the ball to the open guy. He makes the right read. He needs to throw it to 8 more. You know what I'm saying? But
hell no! Did you see what he had when he threw it to 8? 8 caught it, turned around, and threw it to the defense.
Yeah, I saw that, man. He got hit, man.
8 is about to be on the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Cleveland Browns. 8 is
send
about
them.
to be
Send him to Vegas, man. Send him to Vegas.
To do what? Carry Brock bags?
So he can be next to Brock. Them two.
He can't block.
He don't need a block.
Shit. Who gonna block then? Because Brock going to catch the ball.
I don't know. We make it work. But yeah, man, I think Penix he looks solid. It'll be interesting to see him against a legit defense.
Yeah.
When he got to make moves. But I mean, it was a good debut. I can't take nothing away from him.
Yeah, I think, like I said, the most impressive throw I think was that one he had to layer it over the cornerback and drop it in between the safety and the
he's not ass. Like, he's not an ass quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a solid quarterback. I don't know. I want to see him play. Like, I don't see him like,
too early.
Yeah.
One game can't determine that, especially against the Giants who looking to get the number 1 pick.
He's in a great situation, though.
Great
situation.
Wholeheartedly.
Great situation.
I don't think you can walk a quarterback into a better situation. Maybe in Green Bay, the way they did it. You know what I mean? Having Aaron Rodgers there, Aaron Rodgers won the MVP, then you get rid of him the year after that. You bring in a quarterback who picks up right where Aaron Rodgers left off because he's been sitting in the system watching. I think it's a perfect situation. I think the same thing with Michael Penix. I didn't want to play him this year. I thought Kirk would be able to kind of maintain, but I think Kirk Cousins took a hit in that win versus the Carolina game, and ever since then, the last 4 or 5 games, he's mentally unable to do it because his body's not where it needs to be, or he's physically just really like hurt. So, I know they're talking about all the money in the dead. I don't care nothing about no dead money. I don't care about no cap hits. It ain't my money. I don't care. If you're gonna pay Kirk Cousins to leave, I'm cool with that too. If you're going to pay him to sit on the sidelines, I'm cool with that too. But I don't think Kirk Cousins at this point, he even looked like a good backup. I would hate for Penix to get hurt and we got to go back to Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Good almighty. Because Kirk was just, bro, he was throwing interceptions. He wasn't reading the field right.
That's what he do, man.
This kid Penix, though, bro, he has an explosive arm. The ball fires out of his hand. I'd say you don't like the necessarily throwing motion, but he's also a pitcher. So you got to think when you have pitches and you got that side, he's a sidearm motion pitcher. So most of his passes, it looks like his arm is dropping down. But when you have enough strength from here to here to do that, then I ain't got no problem with it. You've been throwing like that your whole life.
I wasn't sold on him at Washington. I'm not necessarily sold on him now. But he has enough around him that the time it'll take for him to get, you know what I'm saying, get that stuff under his belt, he'll have it. Like, he have a great run game. You have very good weapons. You have a solid defense. So he has the things that will make him look better. The same like with AR. AR looks a lot better than I think he is because he has a great run game, a good O-line, a better defense. Yeah, you're going to look amazing when you can sit back for 3 seconds and throw the ball 80 yards and pick a team apart, you know what I'm saying? Like, hand the ball off 30 times. So I think Penix is in a very good situation to build the confidence to be the guy.
Yeah, I do too, man. I think it'll be interesting. Looking at some of these games down the stretch, I like how they flex the games. Tampa Bay, if Tampa loses to Carolina, who's playing pretty good, that'll pretty much lock us in at that point. So, win, lose, or draw at that point, we'll pretty much be locked in. So I'm rooting for the Panthers today. Let's see what other schedules, what other games played yesterday. The Chargers beat the Broncos yesterday. The Chargers beat time out. Chargers beat the Patriots handily yesterday, so they are locked into the playoffs. The Broncos have a chance to clinch a playoff spot, but they let the Bengals. Are the Bengals the best non-playoff team right now? Because they're not in. They got to win next week, and they need for another team to lose. But
you said they got the best sugar in their shit, I guess.
I mean, I'm just saying. Because Joe Burrow look MVP-ish if they have a better record.
When you playing for nothing, you probably take a little bit more.
Yeah, you can't say that, man.
I mean, you probably be taking a little bit more risk than you typically would. Like, you're doing things probably a little bit more freely than if this game was on the line to go to the playoffs.
And then your boy Jamar Chase looking like he's definitely. Why they didn't pay that man? Because he about to be a free agent if they don't pay him.
I thought he signed.
No, he ain't got no contract.
Oh, it was Jettas. He got the contract.
CD got paid. Chase ain't got paid. And they messed up because now you have to pay him or you got to let him walk. And he's about to be the leader in receptions, leader in yards, and leader in touchdowns. You got a triple crown guy that you about to let walk out of the door.
Ooh. And he can't be franchised, can he?
No, I think they already did that.
Oh, no, his rookie deal is up this year.
So he can't be franchised. So you got 1 year to really get him signed. So they're going to, okay, you can. I think the franchise tag for a wide receiver, though, is like damn near $30 million.
Yeah.
You might well pay him if you're going to give him that. What are we talking about? The man is the best wide receiver besides Justin Jefferson. There is no argument to that.
Jefferson got his check.
Jefferson got buku money, $42 million a year. Chase probably won't fit. CD got 39, 38. What you think Jamar Chase finna ask for?
At least 45.
45? I need 45. Show me you love me.
At minimum, like, why not? We'll pay for it.
Oh, yeah. That would be a perfect route, eh? Get you a Cam Ward and a Jamar Chase.
Nah, we don't want no damn Cam Ward, bro. Cam Ward is this year. And it's not because he's a Miami guy.
Oh, you want Milroe?
Hell no. Nah. I want Shador.
You ain't gonna get that. Y'all won that
I want Shador.
Y'all should have won that game last week.
I want Shador. We got 2 games left.
Pierce about to win them.
He better not.
Pierce gonna win them.
If they win at halftime, they didn't shade him like Frank Beamer. No, what's my man from Varsity Blues? Keep his ass in the keep his ass in the locker room. Bud Kilmer, keep him in the locker room. Don't let him out, bro. We playing against hey man, lose today. We lose against the Saints. Come on, Saints.
The Saints, y'all just got there. The plane just damn landed. That's crazy.
Perfect.
Talking about the Raiders plane was delayed. That's wild, my boy.
Perfect. Perfect. Let them get dressed on the tarmac. Don't win these last 2 games. We need Shador. Cam Ward is this year's Caleb Williams. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff that got saved with them last minute.
You think so?
Virginia Tech should have lost. When they played against Louisville, when he was getting tackled, and he like threw the ball, like he just like pushed it out, and the tight end took it and ran for like 60. It's stuff like that. He running around in a circle with the ball like a loaf of bread. That's stuff, instinctual stuff that I don't care how much you coach him. He's gonna revert to it. He's gonna revert to him. I don't want that shit. I don't.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. Couple games, like you said, they have playoff implications. You got the Bucks versus the Panthers. I expect the Bucks to win that game, but again, the Panthers really look good. The Rams last night beat up on the Cardinals. Cardinals had a chance to win that game late, messed it up. They were actually on the 2, 3, 4 yard line, like 9 seconds left. Incomplete pass or interception. Actually, interception. Ball bounced off of the wide receiver's head. Dude caught it as it hit the ground. Game over. So that was a pretty good game. The Chiefs.
Dallas.
Go ahead. Ooh,
I
Dallas
was
and the
say
Eagles.
Dallas and the Eagles today.
Yeah, no Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has a headache. He got that concussion. It's a bad time to get a concussion, man, in my opinion. Especially if it lingers. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, sometimes they want to come out, you think, oh, it's a weak injury. It could be longer than that, just depending on how you react to it. They do need to win, though. I don't think Philly can go on the road and win at Minnesota. I don't think they go on the road and win at the Detroit Lions. I'm just trying to think of the first place. No, I don't think Philly want to go in there and play Detroit. I think they beat Detroit, though, right?
I think they did, but
playoffs different ball game.
Detroit about to whoop on the 49ers tomorrow. They about that.
Falcons already beat the Eagles, so do you really want to run in there and go against the Falcons this time at home? You lost to the Falcons when they were at your house at the beginning of the season. Different team.
Man, looking at this, the Colts played the Giants. The ticket is only $11.
Yeah, because they know both of those teams need to lose. The Colts need a Travis. That's what the Colts need. They need somebody dynamic to put with Anthony Richardson. You got Jonathan Taylor. All you need now is you put a Travis Hunter on the outside and put him on defense as well. You got a player that's going to impact both sides of the ball, bro. That's why I say I really think Travis Hunter could go number one if the Giants don't get that pick. If you have a team that the Jags get the number one pick, are they going to take a quarterback?
No, you just pay. And it's not been Trevor Lawrence's fault. At the end of the day,
But if you give him a Travis Hunter on offense and that team on defense, oh man.
Travis Hunter wherever he goes, he starts on defense and he plays in packages. He's the slot wide receiver for an NFL team, but you're not going to play every play anyway.
He'd be perfect in Atlanta. He'd be perfect. You can be right up under Drake London or right number 2 beside Drake London, and you can be number 2 over there on the other
You
side.
could be the slot. You could be the slot of Mooney on one side, Drake on one side, Pitts on the other tight end, and Travis running free across the field.
Yeah, no,
it fits, man.
Deadly. Come on, Prime. Tell them folks that don't nobody touch Travis Hunter. He only gonna play for Atlanta.
Nah, the fact that he letting Shador go to New York Giants, I think that whole thing is out the window. I think he's
just gonna let Shador go number 1. I don't think the Giants would be a preferred destination. Ooh. I just think he just wants Shador to be number 1 overall. And the Shador had a bet with him that he was gonna go higher than him. Prime went 5. So
he's definitely going before 5.
That's all Shador. That's all he really care about. So,
Prime going 5 is crazy.
But right. Yeah. I would love to look at that draft and see who 1 through 4 was, because Prime now, mind you. Prime was 5th. Yeah, 5th overall. Yeah, he was 5th to Atlanta. Atlanta had the 5 pick that year. That's true. Let's see. Any other games that we had?
Number one pick was Troy Aikman. Number 2 pick was Tony Mandarich, the tackle. Detroit Lions picked Barry Sanders. Chiefs picked Derek Thomas. And Dion was number 4.
Okay, so 3 of the 4 people in front of him are Hall of Famers. So can't really argue with that. Look at that. Derek Thomas, Barry Sanders,
Troy Aikman. Well, 5 it is.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, that's a good draft.
That's a tough deal, bro. That's a Hall of Fame draft at the top, bro.
Bro, they got mad. Fame, yeah. Eric Metcalf was drafted. Steve Atwater was drafted.
Yeah. What the draft at 88, 89?
88. Wait, no, 89 draft.
That's yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, man. I think that's about it, man. We wrap it up. Get up out of here. These games getting ready to come on. Your boy is chilling today by himself. Wife and kids got a birthday party to go to. I get to sit at the house and just relax. Gee, I gotta run a few errands, but that's about it. I'm sitting around watching these games today.
Yeah, I'm watching football today, you know what I'm saying? Before I go to work tomorrow. But you know, but all day representing my squad. I'm sure if you watch football somewhere today, you'll see a Gator doing something great. I can't say nothing about the other schools in the state, but we rep hard. This is gonna be a long off season for you Canes, FSU, UCF.
FSU got to do something. FSU got to do something different. You can't just bring Norvell back with that same situation, same everything. And
they got the defensive coordinator from Nebraska. I think they got whooped on by the whole Big 12.
Nebraska ain't stopped no damn body. But okay.
Hey man, all I can say is 3 days from now, when we come back next week, we'll be talking about the hirings and firings of Florida Gators. I think we're losing Billy Gonzalez to UNLV. I think he's going back with Dan Mullen. I'm pretty sure. I think we're losing our defensive coordinator. I think he's retiring. I don't know who we're going to get from there. No, he took the DC job at Houston. He wasn't the real play caller. He got relieved of his duties. We had a guy, man, I forgot his name. Old dude from Auburn. He did good, but I think he's retiring this year. And I think Rob Sale, the O-line coach, I think he's kicking rocks. Hopefully we can catch up with Bryce. He got freshman All-American this year, freshman All-SEC. So hopefully we can get him back on this year, talk about some sports, man. Get some of these guys back coming on, do some more interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
2025, we definitely get back to the interviews, man, and bringing guests on and kind of picking people's brains throughout the football world and college world, high school world, pros. It don't matter. We're gonna get this guest list back rolling, man, and get it back to being about some of these kids too, man. Get these kids these opportunities to get these interview skills and pick their brains. So we definitely 2025. Man, stay tuned, man. Bigger and better things. Guys, make sure you guys have a happy new year, a safe new year. Bring it in the right way, man. Bring it in the safe way. Here he go with this. What is it? Somebody else on here? These Gator fans. Y'all out to change today, ain't you?
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, this off season is about to be hell for y'all. If you're not a Gator fan, Ron Roberts, that's right. So we'll see, man. They say some people say he's retiring. I don't know. I don't know who DC is going to be. I just need an OC hire.
You're going to lose to Georgia next year by 30.
Boy, you crazy. You crazy, boy. We might, don't let us win. We win 9 games that schedule next year. Playoffs, baby.
All them games that you had at home late, they flip next year. I ain't worried.
That's fine. We beat some of these teams in other places. Football, baby.
All right, we're going to see.
Football,
man.
baby.
Y'all know what to do, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Tell your kin folks about us. If you love us. If you don't, just keep it to your damn self.
Hey, till next time.
We out.
You know what I mean? I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.